Plug it in and get ready to rock.
Sit you ass down with the hands off the clock.
With Renegade Pineapple so sublime.
Like, comment, subscribe. It's time! Yeah. Hello and welcome back to Control, where we have just done the coolest friggin' thing ever. That section of the game is so cool. We're going towards the slide projector now, but I've been down here because I had to hit that control point there to save the game and do a cleanse, and there seem to be more AWEs knocking about down here that are in the middle of study. Right, Bureau of Control, is that a little janitor's cart as well, or is that something? It doesn't look the same as Artie's ones. Oh no, it's something else. That's like, oh, I can't remember what they're called, but I recognise that as a thing. This one's just full of red sand. Oh, hello. Oh, no, I meant open it up. Not stand on top of it. Did I get anything? Didn't even show me, did it? Weird. Another one of the chairs. That's weird as well. Maybe this is just being set up for something. Maybe this isn't the stuff itself. They all seem to have big speakers in them as well. Oh, maybe this is where they're testing the formula of words that they've figured out. Ah, this isn't a mist. This is the same sandy stuff that was in there. I am on top of it. Oh, well, recognise this room.
There was a doorway here. To where Dylan and I went, where the projector took us, where we met you.
Oh.
The Bureau opened the same door here, but there's just an echo now.
Ah, so the things I've been seeing overlaid, is that Polaris making that happen? Right, so can I turn the slide projector on? Do I want to turn the slide projector on? Is that even a good idea? Just because I can doesn't mean I should. Yeah, through here. There's a button. Oh, I can't actually get into the room. So then, what am I even supposed to be doing in here? I've not even got... It's not showing me... I feel like the HUD's broken. It didn't show me what I picked up then, and I haven't got what's happening on screen. I think this is because I was dicking around in photo mode. Let's see if I can fix this shit. Okay, I got all the HUD back up. I had to reboot the game. Don't know if it was because I was messing around with the photo mode, or because I backtracked into the maze again to look at something quickly. That doesn't do anything. Well, it must do something, but I must have to do something else first. I wonder if that button upstairs wasn't there because my display wasn't working properly and I can actually do something there. Ah, yeah, so this button does work. It just wouldn't come up because the game had glitched out for a sec. That does make a lot of sense that that would do something.
The projector's not here.
Hey, shit.
Moved again. What did Darling do with it?
It's in the middle of a control thing as well, isn't it? Like a control point. Ah.
The projected image from each slide is a physical portal into another dimension. Only one slide remains. Dylan's sister burned the rest in ordinary before we could intercept. The text on it, color slide film, this side towards screen, and the number 36. The topography of slidescape 36 bears deep wave marks. On the slide and in the distance, there's a formation of 5 pillars, like crude, outstretched.
So it's the same thing we just saw.
There were casualties on our first expedition. Communication is an issue. There is no sound there, as if you've gone deaf. And radios don't work. Correction, a resonance from an unknown source in part within the range of audible frequency. It acts in unpredictable ways, causing feedback loops that can tear you apart.
Oh.
Trench insists he heard something else. It made his ears bleed. Our equipment found no evidence of anything beyond the primary resonance. Trench's medical tests show nothing amiss.
So Trench was fine. Well, it made his ears bleed, but he could hear, and medically there was nothing wrong with him. Okay. I can go out that way, but I'm interested in what this button does. Oh, it just closes me in. Well, that's not useful. Wow. Could potentially be useful. Right now is not useful. So the projector's gone, but that also means the slide is gone as well. I wonder if they'll be split up and I'll have to look for them separately. Is that... where does that go? Is that the stairs I came in from or different ones? This is Residence Lab. And that's just a lift back down. I'd rather look at the lab, I think. Note here. Oh, there was another note I picked up just at the end of the last episode. Oh, another thing here. Let me take a quick look at all these notes and see if any of them are super relevant. So this one's just sort of a general overview about the idea of Hadron resonance, and yeah, it doesn't really give you that much, to be honest. It doesn't explain anything that I don't think we already know. This one, I'm assuming, is written by Darling. It could be someone else. It doesn't actually say. Feels like it's worded kind of like how Darling speaks, so I could see this being Darling. It says that he tried loads of different slides in the slide projector and none of them worked. He went through like his family photos and stuff like that and tried it. And the idea that it might be the slide that's the object of power, not the projector. That one's an accessory to the other, or maybe they only work together, but he hasn't found anything else that will work with it, and he doesn't even know if the other slides... if all of those would have worked, because obviously he doesn't have the other slides because Jesse burned them. So I'm not sure if we already had this or I picked this up just now because we got through the maze. But obviously it says about the ashtray and the cigarette being an object of power, which we didn't actually find. It says it was bound to Trench and it's what's used to create the maze. And we know that he created the maze, so it was hard for people to get through to this area of the building. But we haven't actually found the ashtray itself, I don't think. So I wonder if we can go back through there, find it, and we can do something with it that would reshape everything. That would be a hard thing to put through in a game, really, but it would be interesting for us to just find it. So we also picked up this little janitor complaint that says, has anyone else seen that janitor mopping up around here? Isn't this a restricted access area? Who gave him permission to come in here? And how the fuck did he get through the maze? Dr. Tan. So it's obvious that Artie just goes wherever he wants in the building, and we know he can get through the maze because he gave us the ability to get through the maze. Still pretty sure that he's actually in charge, and being the janitor is just like some level of control. He's just the humble janitor who works here, but he's actually in charge of everything. I don't think director actually means anything. I think that's why we've got that as a title. So we also have a hotline option to talk to Trench about the slides. Slidescape 36. What's your thoughts, Trenchy?
Projector. I led the expeditions into Slidescape 36. They told me not to go. The director should not put himself in danger. I told them to fuck off. I've seen action before, and I had to witness this myself. To find some meaning in all of this, I couldn't sit on my ass, alone with my thoughts, my memories. Anything but that. Those who survived were deeply affected by what we found there, by what Darling brought back.
Oh.
It changed everything.
What Darling brought back?
Or a bad thing remains to be seen. But I did find my meaning in that desert. A sound, Like a
That desert
drilling in.
is all the
Containment suit.
red sandy stuff from in the slide.
My whole being. Darling said it was nothing. But he was wrong. It's been there ever since, growing into a certainty, into an understanding of what's at stake here, what kind of a threat we're facing, and what must be done to stop it.
Strange. And we also have a thing to talk to the board about the Foundation, which I'm not sure when we picked that up. I'm guessing when we were with Artie. You have seen the Foundation base of the building tree. The house grew there, here, everywhere. We are there everywhere. We have a socket door there. It is a direct link. Weird, man. Okay, so that's everything for now. I guess... Yeah, what does this board say? I really want one of these boards to just, like, explain everything that's happening. You pick up all these little details that are things you have to read. I'd quite like to pick up a diagram every now and then, because there's a lot of conceptual things that I feel like could be explained in better ways. Okay, I can make that shape. That's, and one more there.
Expedition 3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape.
Hedron.
We built a
Was
container
that
for it.
you? Did he bring you here? Is that why you brought me here?
Ah.
You're here. You're here.
Oh, is that actually Polaris?
I know you. I remember her from Ordinary.
Multimedia, final message.
Again.
So is that that's Polaris's actual body? So Polaris isn't just... I didn't realise Polaris had a physical form. I thought they only existed in my head and stuff. Right, what did I pick up that was called Final Form? So there are two things here. One of them's called Hedron and the other one's Final Message. So one of them must be the thing we just watched, but what the heck is the other one? Got his shirt off again. This is in the later breakdown times. He's really freaking out here. Final message ain't much of a message if it's just him
Dr. Casper,
staggering around in his pants.
this is my final message.
Oh, there we go.
It's not the end. But after this, I won't. I exposed myself to Hedron resonance fully.
You perv.
It's changing me.
Oh. Oh, is he getting hissed up?
I've seen. I've been shown so much. Slidescape 36 was where Hedron stopped the spread of another. Oh, it's terrifying. It really is. It's another source of resonance. Trench was exposed to this other. It will now spread. I've done everything I can to stop the Hedron resonance amplifiers. I don't know if it'll make a difference.
Isn't that what... You make it sound like that's what you're trying to stop, but then you made amplifiers. Science. Confusion. Yeah, so I kind of didn't understand this whole scene when it was happening. And it took me sort of to the... I played all the rest of the game in one go, so I still didn't really understand it. But now watching through it again, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. He's not changing because of the hiss resonance, he's changing because of the hedron resonance. Basically that there are two kinds of resonance happening. The hiss one, which is assumably the bad one, I mean from our perspective is the bad one, and the hedron, which is the same thing as Polaris resonance. So he's been exposed to the hedron resonance, which has shown him all of these different things. So I don't know if that means that he has Polaris in his head as well, but he's been exposed to that resonance and that's what's changing him. So he's not changing into a hiss, he's changing into something we don't know about, which I feel like must come up in like a DLC or a future game, because I mean that's interesting. But the visions that the resonance is giving him is showing him that there is the bad resonance, the evil resonance, which is the hiss one, that's coming in through the slide projector. And he says that Trench has been exposed to that. So Trench is the one that was turning into a hiss, and Darling was turning into something to do with Hedron / Polaris. So I get this wrong a few times in this episode and the next couple of episodes, but he's turning into something completely different. It's not the hiss that's affecting Darling. Darling's having a breakdown because he's realised that bringing Hedron over to our world has essentially unleashed the hiss because Hedron isn't there to stop the hiss resonance. The Polaris resonance will flush it all out. That's why he's trying to amplify it through the suits. I got a little bit confused, but it is a little bit confusing. It'll all make sense by the end of the game.
I won't be here when it happens. I should have told him anymore. I'm being sent one more lesson. Something wonderful, I think.
Okay, so the hiss, the resonance and Polaris all potentially came from the same place within the slides. So potentially is the hiss not actually bad and they're just trying to get Polaris back because you took them from the dimension that they're supposed to be in? Oh, I picked it up because I looked at that screen. For some reason this is the one you decided to leave playing, was him in his undies. Alright, how do I get down? Is that where this went? I mean, I don't really need to use this. I can just float on down.
Through here? You are coming through so strong.
Just the other end of that
Use
room.
this HRA to lock the door. I have to rip it off to get in.
Ah.
Are you sure?
Okay, I just did it. She clearly had more to say about the situation. I just thought I'd solved the puzzle. I got excited.
I made it.
The hole in your room is a hole in you. You can't think we let you into the hole in you! You have always been here, the only child, a copy of a copy of a copy.
Oh.
Why did you... This was a mistake.
Maybe it's not that they're trying to save Polaris, it's that they're trying to kill Polaris. Maybe Polaris was captive there. Okay. Alright. Let's take these fuckers down. If we can get all of these off, maybe we can actually go and see Polaris properly. Would be cool. Ah, the classic forklift attack. Alright, so what? Is this something that was happening, or is this happening because I opened the door, and then why would Polaris want this? Maybe Polaris is actually genuinely nice and is just thinking they'd rather be back there than all the people that are dying here. Polaris is a good person. We don't really know. Just because they're in our head doesn't mean that they're good. Whoop. There's one more person, but I think they just fell. Alright, last one. Copy of a copy of a copy. He said again. Oh. I can't look up. Oh shit. I grabbed the rocket, didn't I? Did I grab something else? Didn't mean to. I meant to grab the rocket. Oh. Whoa. Oh, did I fall? Did I fall? Where? Oh, it's bringing me back up. Thanks, Gab. Fuck off. And is that an orb thing? Oh, that one looks like a proper eye. That one's Sauron? I like that Sauron shit. So there's shelf. Am I helping or hindering here? It depends whether we consider Polaris good or not, surely. Oh, we're just slowly rising them up. Are we freeing Polaris? Is this going to be a double cross situation? Are we going to find out Polaris has been bad this whole time, and then we'll have the option to switch back to Dylan's side and stop it? But Dylan still seems pretty fucked up at the moment. Ah, you fell. Is that a bigger guy? Oh, hello. Didn't even see you there. Were you fighting me this whole time? Or did you just spawn in? Because I did not notice you. I mean, whatever it is, this situation isn't giving us an option, is it, really? I'm being made to do this, regardless, by the game itself. Right, let's health up before I move on to the next bit. There's no point in not having full health. I ain't even gonna come over there to kill you. The rock dude showing up. I feel like we're getting... I feel like we're not at the end of the game still, though. So I feel like this can't be that big of a thing. Well, it's probably a big turning point, but not... Like I say, I don't think we're at the end of the game yet. Stop doing that same fucking thing over and over again, you prick. Whoa! How did you hit me? That surely would have hit the edge and not gone straight at me. There we go. Some big things for you guys. There you go. You threw it at me, I'll throw it back. You bastards. Death. Even if I can't throw them, just grabbing hold of them kills them, so... Why just one of you? Oh, two of you there. More? More, or are we done? Whoop, up there. I like they can. It says that they basically can dodge anything you throw at them, but if you just throw two things in a row, they really can't. You just don't want to fall off. There you go, you're dead anyway. Alright, we good? Oh, no, still more. Feel like this might be the last one, judging by the amount of things fighting me. Still more, but oh no, that's them gone. And then more climbing, but possibly just to go up to Polaris. Let's pick this up, even if I'm probably not going to keep it. And that one. Ah. Oh, what? So then break. Is Polaris the metal or contained within the metal?
The poster comes down and there's nothing there. It's just the cell. And death. I was wrong. There was never anything there. Hello? Polaris, are you there? Please give us out.
So is that Polaris or not?
Please, I just want to sleep. Never let me sleep.
You are worm through time. The thunder song.
Oh.
Happiness comes. White pearls decay.
What? I did what you wanted. What the fuck? That's the end of the game? I thought I had stuff left going on. That was the end. How is that? So it all led me to that. I did seemingly what I was supposed to do. And it's just you lose and you become the fucking hiss. You can almost hear our words, but... Oh, okay. You're fucking with me. Alright. You were waiting for time. These are just hiss credits. Okay. I would have been pissed if that was the actual end. Now I know you're fucking with me. You can go fucking fuck yourself. Right. Stop with this shit. This is enough. I ain't reading all this. I can't read most of this. Okay, so... Oh. It's getting grainy and old school. It's suddenly turning into an Airdorf game. Oh. She got bust out of this, right? Something's got to happen. Or I'll play as Pope. Do something. This can't be the end. It's really fucked up, though. That wasn't the last mission. I don't believe you for a second. Keep going until it's a full white screen. And then we'll try and fight this off.
Federal Bureau of Control, how may I help you?
I need those field reports typed up and in management's hands. First thing
The
tomorrow.
Bureau's the best at what it does. Protecting everyday Americans from foreign threats.
There's the new girl, standing around daydreaming when she should be getting work done. And who the hell does she think she is? The director?
So this is what the Hiss wants us to believe. Right, 3 choices and notes. Coffee. I'm guessing emails, documents. Or do I need all of these? Are these things for us to do? Scan the forms. So now we're just someone who works at the office. And everything's supposedly normal again. And we were just daydreaming, but I feel like these are just all the people that have been taken over by the Hiss, right? Well, that's a good place to leave it for this episode. Next time, I guess we work just around the office now. See you next time. Goodbye. There's a picture of her.
It's Amy, y'all.
Yeah, she just looks sassy.
Maybe she's not possessed, she's just sassy and they just can't take the
She
level
looks
of
like
sass.
she's just played by a young Reese Witherspoon.